So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a video for those of you who want to get rich, specifically using the vehicle of an OnlyFans management agency to achieve that goal, which is exactly why in this video we're going to be breaking down how to build a 50k a month OFM agency in 90 days via system implementation with zero experience too. So I'm the author and writer of this in-depth document, which is probably about 55 pages long. So we're going to be covering just about everything when it comes to running an OnlyFans management agency, which is why it's going to be so valuable to you. And instead of watching all these little snippets of YouTube videos, all these other courses, you can just watch this video and you'll get the same amount of value. All right. Now, as a quick little PS, if you want help scaling an OFM agency, make sure to go in the description and book in a call with myself. Now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about this document. So this is an intense document only for people who are serious about building an OFM agency and making life-changing money. And if you're not serious about building an OFM agency, then I hate to break it to you, but this just isn't for you, because we'll be diving deep into high-level concepts and strategies that I've learned over the past 4 years running my own OFM agency. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is go over some figures. So if you go back to the 2023 version of this document, you remember this little testimonial that we showcased. And it showed that JP was able to sign his first high quality model in the space of a week. So you may be asking, what happened in 90 days after this? Well, as you can see, JP went from signing his first model to collecting 50k a month from that model. So JP joined the program with nothing. Then after a week, we built his offer, his website, his sales assets, plug and played our model recruitment system for him in order to get his high quality first model. Then we installed our promotional and management systems, and we scaled this model to 50k a month. So it really can have been as quick as that for you, because it's not as complicated as you're making it out to be. And as you can see, literally JP joined the program, started with nothing, and is able to get girls to 50k a month with a consistent 1-7 price to chat and price ratio. So really insane results. Then we go to figure 2. Ash has scaled his OFM agency to 10k a month in profit and expecting to hit 20k a month in profit next month. So as you can see, they joined the program, went from $0, Ash and his brother, to generating, they were making 20k a month in profit at this time. So when Ash and his brother joined the program, they were making $0. So the same as JP, joined with nothing. After implementing the model recruitment system, they were able to sign the first few high quality models, then the following promotional and management systems, and now they've been able to predictably sign OnlyFans models and grow OnlyFans model accounts. So there's another example of what we've been able to do for one of our students and why this document is going to be so important to you. Because as you see, we're changing people's lives here. Here's from Ryan. Ryan joined the program 2 months ago and started his agency from scratch. Already he's printing 13k a month with just one of his models. So as you can see in the above screenshot, Ryan joined the program 2 months ago and is already making 13k a month from just one of his models. And Ryan joined the program looking for guidance on how to get started with his OFM agency. Within the process of the 60 days, we took him from a complete beginner to an expert through system implementation. Okay. Now, there's something that I want you to remember watching this video, and it's that you're 3 systems away from replicating these students' results. If you have a model recruitment system, a promotional system, and a management system, then you are going to be richer than your heart desires, okay? Because they're the only 3 different systems you need. You know, the difference between Ryan and why he's making 13k a month with just one client and you're not is because he's got systems in place to get this client and to manage and promote this client. The same with Ash and his brother. The reason they're making the money like this and you're not is because of those 3 systems. The same with JP. The reason he was able to go from nothing to 50k a month is through these systems. Now we'll go through this final one and then we'll get into the actual value behind this document itself. But in the above screenshot, it shows that Vic was able to sign a single model and scale that model to $25,000 a month in just 30 days. So Vic joined the program. He already had a model. He was just looking for guidance on how to promote and manage his model. Through the systems that we provided, we're able to deliver mind-blowing results. And he is now making $25,000 a month from only managing a single model. So 25k a month from just one model. Again, insane results. Now we'll fast forward through these. Rainer made $821 in his first week of managing his model. Then it got up to $500 a day with OFM. When he joined the program, he had zero knowledge of OFM, installed systems, able to consistently bring on models and make money with his agency. Devin went from 0 to 4.2k a month. Again, a similar process. I'm going to leave this document in the description below in case you're interested in viewing it yourself. Then we've got CM, but 8.6k a month OFM agency in just 1 month. Then Carlos went from 0 to 2.4k. He's making $500 a day with just one of his creators. Sean and Sergio went from 0 to 12k a month in just 21 days. Jason made $100 his first day of running an OFM agency, so actually first day. Corey made 5k in his first week of running an OFM agency. Then we got Luto. He signed 2 luxury OnlyFans models in just 1 week. And then myself signed a 12k a month OnlyFans client at 50% rev share. Also, I'm running my own OnlyFans management agency, so it's important to showcase my own wins. And here's an example of a client account that we're managing, doing 62k. That's in the pending balance. And you can see we're able to predictably deliver results to our OFM models at my personal OFM agency, Altrist. And we do that through use of promotional strategies and advanced account management campaigns so that we can scale OFM models to new, unheard heights. Now, who is this for? So it's for those of you who can capitalize on the recession to become financially independent within a year. For those of you wanting to build a simple yet lucrative cash flow business that supports a luxury lifestyle. If you want to surround yourself with high-end OnlyFans models, enhancing your daily experience, achieve $50,000 a month income working from anywhere in the world on just your laptop, overcome challenges in signing your first high-quality OnlyFans model, move beyond low-tier models and attract top luxury talent to your OFM agency, efficiently manage and scale your model's portfolio without feeling overworked, transition from a 9-to-5 job to running successful OFM agency, achieving financial and personal independence, to deliver consistent and impressive results to the models you represent, to break free from the frustrations of underperforming online businesses and commit to a proven business model, to invest your time and effort in building the OFM agency you've always dreamed of, to aspire to a life of extravagance with the freedom to drive luxury cars and live in modern flats or mansions, to implement outsourcing and automation strategies to grow your OFM agency while enjoying leisure time, and to stop piecing together information from various sources and follow a structured, successful path in OFM agency management. Now, we'll go over who this is not for. So it's not suitable for those of you who resist following a proven guidance and instructions. So if you resist it, it's not for you. You need to be able to follow guidance and instructions to the T. It's inappropriate for individuals who give up easily at the first sign of challenge. You'll never make it, so don't bother. It's not meant for those who are uncertain or uncomfortable with the ethics of OnlyFans. If you're uncomfortable with the ethics, go do a more hard, difficult business model where it's harder to make money, because we don't want you here. If you're ill-fitted or anyone lacking a strong desire and determination to succeed, then it's not for you. Not for those unwilling to commit at least 3 months to build an OFM agency. That's all you're looking for. 3 months you need to commit. If you can't commit for 3 months, then it's not for you. And it's inadvisable for individuals who avoid taking responsibility and easily resort to excuses. So here's the truth about building an OFM agency. You know, building one into 50k a month in 3 months is relatively easy in the landscape of entrepreneurship if you have the right resources, guidance, and information to reiterate upon as quickly as possible. Hence why we've been able to have some consulting students been able to do that. However, the unfortunate reality is that the majority of OFM agency owners don't end up achieving anywhere near the same level of success as myself or my students, because they either don't have the right systems in place, or the systems they do have are inefficient and aren't proper systems. You know, for example, they're just not tracking certain KPIs, or I ask them what specific systems you have in place. They don't really know what sort of systems they have. And those who will fail will follow the same life cycle. They'll end up randomly sending copy and paste messages to models on social media. They'll end up signing low quality, time wasting models. They'll have a sloppy and unprofessional onboarding process. They'll overcomplicate service delivery, and inevitably they'll end up losing models after a couple of weeks. And they'll just quit the business model because they believe that it doesn't work. But the truth is, the business model works. I've proven myself, and I've had other students have also proven it. It's a question of whether it'll work for you. But luckily for you, I have the formula for this issue. And it was this exact formula that allowed me and 40 plus other people to also build a predictable, profitable, efficient cash flow of an agency that gives you financial, time, and location freedom. Now, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Ethan Bayless, and back in 2019, I worked at McDonald's for £4 an hour, which at the time I thought was my maximum potential at that time. And that's until I decided to make a change. I could no longer stand the smell of the grease. Every time I got home, I'd be reeking of grease. I'd have to hop in the shower. Absolutely hated it. And the intolerable co-workers, the co-workers there weren't the best. And the long shifts were also a drag as well. So I then decided to traditionally apply myself, which involved getting a skill and getting a better job. At the time I was doing A-levels. I was doing A-level computer science. And I decided to focus on software development as a skill. And I studied for months. Late nights, early mornings, reading every textbook I could get my hands on. As a result of all my effort, I then managed to get a job in IT for a book manufacturing company. So yeah, it's as boring as it sounds. But I was ecstatic. Finally, my hard work had paid off. Then you fast forward a couple of months and the familiar feeling of misery soon resurfaced. I was looking around at my co-workers to see what my future would look like, because I knew, okay, they all did the same. A guy here joined this job when he was in his 20s. So that is going to be my future unless I change. And that's when I had to get out of the torturous 9 to 5 and I had to make that change. And the next day I went on my laptop and I typed in how to make money online. And from then on, an idea was planted inside my mind. That was an idea that has been with me for a very long time. And it was the idea that the life didn't have to be so bad. And I could actually build a life that I genuinely enjoyed. And, from there, I ended up first starting a dropshipping company, which, to be honest with you, tanked. I spent thousands on ads, thousands on courses, hundreds on inventory, and countless hours creating new stores. I've still got some of that inventory from that dropshipping store. And then after that, I tried blogging about SEO. So I was trying to build a blog because I was reading a blog on how to make money online. I ended up writing 1,000-word blog every night. And I did that for a whole 3 months. And after 3 months, I had zero traffic. Then it was YouTube automation, freelancing, affiliate marketing. I did Amazon FBA. I've still got stock in the Amazon FBA warehouse. Most probably I did social media marketing, etc. And after a long, grueling year, I looked at myself in the mirror and I realized that I had pretty much nothing to show for my struggle. I was making a tiny little bit of money from running an SEO agency, but I was essentially a failure. And at this point, I was on the verge of giving up for good. And that was until a close friend of mine said that she'd been doing OnlyFans and wondered if I'd be able to help, because she obviously heard I was making a teeny little bit of money doing SEO, running an SEO agency. But my initial reaction was to ignore that plea, if I'll be honest with you. However, after a close analysis of the business model, I had a light bulb moment. And I realized that it's the perfect business model. It had zero inventory, zero product cost. It was high in demand and had high profitability. So all the issues I had with dropshipping or dealing with in-person physical product was gone. And all the issues I had with selling a service was that it wasn't in demand, it wasn't very profitable, were gone. And it was at that point, after looking at it logically, that I was like, all right, I'd be an idiot not to go all in. So I made that decision. And I ended up helping my friend scale her account to 30K a month within a few months. And nothing has been the same since. What happened was, after scaling my friend, I thought, what the hell, I can do this for other people as well. So I took the principles, packaged it up, built my agency, Altrist, which is my OFM agency, and then eventually it was one of the fastest growing OnlyFans agencies based in the UK. As you can see, type in UK OnlyFans agency, which should come up number 2. Now, over the past few years, me and my team at Altrist, we've perfected recruiting, onboarding, promoting, and managing and scaling OnlyFans models, which led me to build my consulting program, OnlyFans Millions. Now, I would love to say that the process of building one of the fastest UK growing OnlyFans agencies was simple. However, it wasn't. We came across just about every possible hurdle that you can imagine. From struggling to get high quality models running off my money, getting OnlyFans models banned, having funds seized, models leaving after one day, poor management of models, not getting models results, etc. However, with each problem that we faced, we introduced a new tweak or a system to overcome it, which each time gave us a major competitive advantage. Now, our systems have worked so well that we've been able to scale a model from 11K to 60K a month in less than 90 days, as you can see in this screenshot above here. So, now, we have a proven system that can sign and scale OnlyFans models with these. That's the system we have. Now, I'm not sharing all this to impress you, but back in 2022 and 2023, I had the biggest financial year of my life. Now, it was in this year that I was able to travel the world, ate $1,000 dinners, stayed in 2,000 night hotels, while running the easiest business in the world. So I was going to places like Nobu. I went on 5 holidays. I bought myself a nice new car. I bought myself a nice new flat. So, I've been able to live it, and it's all thanks to OnlyFans. As a result of this, I've been featured in national publications. I've had Channel 4 News reach out to me. I've got an online presence from my loyal followers. So believe me when I say a few simple systems can change your life real quick. So late December, as a result of me sharing my success, this was back last year, and my OnlyFans findings, a lot of people started messaging me asking for help to build an OFM agency, which led me to do 100 plus free consultations to understand the market's biggest problems and how to solve them. So as you can see, we did a lot of calls over those months. And I had some fantastic conversations with people all around the world, from people starting an OFM agency to people already making 100K a month. Now, during this process, I got a really thorough understanding of the market's biggest problems that caused people not to succeed or scale their OFM agency to their desired sides, which leads us here. I decided if I'm going to help others, I'm not going to do some basic course. Instead, I built a consulting program that lays out the exact step-by-step processes you need to execute in order to replicate my success. As you can see, some more model accounts that we manage at my agency. Now, in this document, I'm going to cover our exact 6-step framework you need to follow in order to build a $50,000 a month OFM agency. And again, as a quick little PS, if you're looking for one-on-one help building an OFM agency, then work with us at OnlyFans Millions. You can find us in the description below. Now, what will you learn? So the first thing you'll learn is how to create sales assets that make your ideal OnlyFans models flood your DMs. Number 2 is our model recruitment system to predictably sign 20K a month OnlyFans models. Number 3 is our 3-click model onboarding system to keep models loyal and motivated. Number 4, the simple system to turn an OnlyFans model into an ATM machine. 5, secrets to attracting thousands of high-spending subscribers for your model. And number 6, how to leverage AI and virtual assistants to outsource and automate the continued capital gain of your OFM agency. Now, I've spent 50 plus hours writing this document, 300 plus hours on consulting calls, and years in the OnlyFans agency space scaling an OnlyFans management agency myself. And I've also built one of the leading OnlyFans management agencies based in the UK. And I've helped 40 plus other successful OFM agencies scale their accounts as well. So please, I implore you to take this document very seriously, as not only will it change your life, but it may also change the life of your children's children, because you're about to learn how to create generational wealth. So procedure 1, how to create sales assets that make your ideal OnlyFans model flood your DMs. So you're starting an OnlyFans agency, I presume, if you're watching this video. Now, the first thing you need to know is, what is your offer to the market? So your offer is the core of any OFM agency. It's the promise that you're going into the market with. A bad offer, you'll attract bad clients. A good offer, you'll attract good clients. It's as simple as that. There is no issue when it comes to getting clients in the OFM space. The issue is the type of clients that you're getting. And without an offer, you will lack the clarity of who exactly you're helping and what you're helping them with. And many people are way too quick to overlook their offer, which causes the agency operations to be hectic, messy from the get-go. And it's a mistake that I see time and time again. Now, I like to think of offers as individual racing circuits, with each circuit being a different variation of the offer. Now, like with every racing circuit, some are better than others. So the circuit that you decide is important, as you'll be selecting your difficulty level going into this. Now, if I was you, I'd select easy mode. You don't want to be selecting hard mode, so you want to choose a nice, easy circuit. Now, we can look at each iteration of the racing circuit, and that can be viewed as successfully scaling an OnlyFans model to 50k a month. So the more repetitions of the circuit you complete, the more money you'll make, and you want to make sure you're choosing the easiest circuit possible. And the way we go about doing that is through the offer. So an example of a bad offer is an offer that is commoditized. And an example of that is, we manage OnlyFans models. That is such a commoditized offer, and it's an offer I hear time and time and time again, and you don't want to do it. Very simple. And it's bad for 3 key reasons. The first is, you're not differentiating yourself from the competition. You'll end up being a commodity, competing based on charging a lower rev share percentage. You never want to be doing that. It's a death spiral. Number 2, you're not demonstrating expertise in a particular field. So why are they going to choose you over someone else who most probably has the exact same offer? And number 3 is, your offer doesn't appeal to anyone. I hate to say it, but it's boring. We manage OnlyFans models is boring, and conforming to the above 3 reasons is a surefire way to set your agency up for failure from the get-go. It'll be harder to get models, you'll get lower quality models, and it'll be hard to get them results. Now, the specifics on how you start an OFM agency, they matter. Because otherwise you'll be in a sea of competition with no models interested in your service. Now, a common oversight most beginner OFM agencies face is that they think they've already niched down the offer. They say, well, Ethan, I'm targeting OnlyFans. That's a niche. No. OnlyFans models is a broad niche that contains a variety of sub-niches. And the sub-niches are fetishes, kinks, and types. So they're also where the money is made. Here's a few examples. We have MILFs, we have e-girls, we have luxury models, we have BBWs, we have etc. The list goes on. You can go into Google, type in a list of fetishes, and each one of those will be a different sub-niche. Now, at OnlyFans Millions, the way we go about creating an offer is by crafting an offer that resonates with your desired model. So, for example, let's say you're looking to sign a luxury model. Which offer do you think should be most likely to respond to? Because that's the offer we want to lead with. Is it number 1, we manage OnlyFans models? Or is it number 2, we help luxury OnlyFans models who aren't getting the attention they deserve generate $20,000 a month in 60 days via our custom hyper flywheel system? I know what you're thinking. Number 2 sounds a lot sexier. And it is. Because the reason number 2 appeals so much more is for a few reasons. 1, it calls out the specific model by being niche specific. is calling out luxury OnlyFans models. They'll know exactly who they are because they'll be dressing up in designer stuff and posting on Instagram. That's where the luxury models are at. Number 2, it states a specific problem that the model is experiencing. They aren't getting the attention they deserve, getting more traffic. Number 3, it mentions a clear, measurable result that's being delivered. So generate $20,000 a month in just 60 days. And number 4, it introduces a mystery element. So that's our custom hyper flywheel system. They've got no clue what it is, but it sounds interesting, it sounds mysterious. And if there's one thing models love, they love mystery. And that's why we include it within the offer, okay? So when you do start crafting offers using these above elements, this is what you'll notice will happen. It'll take you less time to sign your first model. Sales calls will become easier because your service is speaking specifically to them. So it builds that strong desire because they're thinking, I need this, it's just for me. You'll have more qualified models wanting to work with your agency. Your service delivery will become more streamlined as you'll work with one type of model. The agency will scale a lot smoother because you'll produce better results for clients, which means better case studies, higher rev share, and less model churn. Now, as a result of the additional clarity, you'll have better insight into qualifying models for your agency. Now, it's not only important to have a killer offer, but you need good sales assets to go along with it. Now, what do I mean when I say sales assets? I mean having a presence for your OnlyFans agency online that builds trust and rapport. So specifically, the sales assets that I'm talking about is 1, having a website that demonstrates proof of results and authority in your targeted sub-niche with a strong call to action. So they load up a website and it says, we help e-girls achieve 20K a month, very specific with a strong call to action, book your first call here. And having an agency Instagram that reflects trust and authority, so you showcase results, showcase knowledge to your ideal model view in your page. So you can talk about niche specific things on that page. Now, let me ask you this one question. Why do big companies always seem to win? And it's as if they're too big to fall. It's because they have sales assets everywhere. Now, what you can do is you can invest days, weeks, months carefully crafting all these sales assets yourself, tweaking them until it finally works after months of ball ache. Or you can use our pre-built sales assets that we have for you. Tested, proven, and packaged, ready to be implemented. Which is why at OnlyFans Millions, we ensure your agency has properly structured sales assets with a powerful offer through one-to-one support calls and pre-packaged assets to relay the value of your offer to the market. Now, in conclusion, the majority of OFM agencies overlook the offer and sales assets they are showcasing to the market, which causes endless complications down the line like bad models, poor service delivery, harder to get models, as well as scaling friction. Instead, you're better to use our pre-packaged, pre-built sales assets as well as a personally crafted offer crafted by myself that targets your ideal OnlyFans model and that will allow you to scale your OnlyFans management agency smoother, faster, and more profitably. So procedure number 2, our model recruitment system to predictably sign 20K a month OnlyFans models. Now, once you have your sales assets and offer in place, you're now ready to reach out to the market to start signing OF models. Now, for your OFM agency, you want to have high quality models on demand, which is why it's important to build a predictable model acquisition system from the start. And the reason it's important for every OFM agency to set up a predictable model recruitment system is because it's inevitable that some of your models will eventually leave after a certain period. But don't worry, that's normal in the business. Most agencies experience a 6-month churn rate. Some agencies experience it more, so it's around about 12-month churn rate. And some agencies, particularly the agencies who are very bad, experience a 1-month churn rate. However, what you want to be is you want to be prepared, which involves having a step-by-step standard operating procedure to get a model signed with your agency as and when needed. It's really powerful being able to sign models as and when you want because it gives you so much more security. Now, going back to our earlier analogy, if the racing circuit is our offer, that makes the fuel for the racing car our model acquisition system. Now, as the car is going round the circuit, you need to make sure that it's got the fuel, which is the model, so it keeps on going. Without fuel, your racing car will stop, and without models, your OFM agency will also stop. Now, the way most OFM agency owners go about getting OF models is what I like to call a spray and pray method. Now, this involves either running ads to some basic funnels saying, hey, if you want to become an OF model, apply here. Or it involves sending out messages every now and then on Instagram or trying to talk their friends into it. Now, unfortunately, the above methods do work. And there's a reason why I say unfortunately there. It's because there's such high demand for OnlyFans management agencies. OnlyFans models are struggling, they need help, and OFM agencies are standard practice. However, the above methods lead to the same agency lifecycle. First is they spray and pray. Second is they get a model signed. Third is they realize the model is bad for the agency or you can't deliver model results. 4, they lose the model. 5, they quit. Now, if you're watching this, you may very well be caught in the loop already. You could be at one of these steps from step 1 to 5, which is why it's very important that you listen up, because the best way to get models for your agency is by installing a predictable model acquisition system. And at my agency, we have step-by-step standard operating procedures, templates, guides, tracking sheets that we use consistently to have a full pipeline of high-quality models. Now, as the step-by-step resources are unfortunately reserved for my consulting program, I want to give you guys a brief overview of how our model acquisition system works. Now, the first step is sending DMs on Instagram. So we use a script that allows us to get the model's attention, introduce our agency, and offer value. This script averages around about a 20% lead rate. Obviously, we've done a lot of tweaking to the DM script, and we give our students access to our updated DM script, meaning for every 10 models we message, we get 2 leads, so 2 interested models. Now, with each DM we send on IG, we use an outreach tracking sheet to organize the model's leads and keep track of when we need to follow up messages, when they need to be sent to the model. Now, our diligent follow-ups is what allows us to have such a high lead rate, because we send lots of follow-ups and we have the dates and we have a very nice column so we can see exactly what follow-up step a model is at and where she needs to be pushed through next and what exact message needs to be sent next. Now, to get the models interested, we use what is called a client attraction asset. In short, a CAA. Now, the CAA is used to build rapport, trust, and reciprocity in the sales process, which will come in handy later down the line. So when I talk about reciprocity, I'm talking about we give you value, and in return for giving you value, you give us value. Now, in exchange for the client attraction asset, we ask for the model's email in order to send that over to her. So you can ask for the model's email, you can ask for the model's WhatsApp. The point is, you just need to be able to get off the platform of Instagram or off the platform of Twitter, whatever platform you're using to outreach on, to actually get the model somewhere else where she has less contact so you can be seen clearer. And as you can see, here's an example of client attraction asset. It's a very nice OF audit template that we offer to the models in exchange for their email or the SMS number. Now, once the model has sent over her email, she is now what we consider a warm lead, which means we'll put her details into our customer relationship manager to track her progress in joining our OFM agency. Now, once we send the client attraction asset, we'll then add her to our email and SMS follow-up mechanism that will again introduce trust, rapport, and reciprocity via storytelling, case studies, and that free value. Okay, so we use a Lemlist to do our emails, but we have a very structured and simple follow-up system, a follow-up mechanism that we give access to our consulting students. Now, the email follow-up mechanism will consistently sell out on the idea of booking in a call with our agency. And once she's booked in a call, we then use a sales script to negotiate the best percentage rev share for our agency. And after each call, we use a sales tracking sheet to keep tab on our average unit economics. As you can see here, we want to make sure that we're getting at least a 70% close rate on our sales. Now, this may sound like a lot, but once you have the system set up, it really doesn't require much maintenance at all. You can outsource it to a virtual system for $3 a day, so $3 an hour, and it just needs 1 hour work for them to go into these accounts, send the preloaded DMs, keep track of it. If a model does say yes, mark her as a warm lead and get her pushed into the follow-ups where she books in a call, and now I hop on a call and close the model. So it is very simple. And, once you have set it up, it just requires a few clicks, and then you can have your agency flooded with high-quality models. Now, with our consulting program, OnlyFans Millions, we provide access to our system in a plug-and-play format, so you can get this set up within less than a day. And when you introduce a model acquisition system like the above, you'll start to notice the following things will happen. You're able to sign high-quality models on demand with just a few clicks. You'll be able to scale up your agency as fast as you want to. You'll have a lot more clarity in onboarding your models and the next steps for them to take. You'll have more time to focus on other areas of your agency. You'll be able to charge a higher percentage fee for model management. And then finally, models will be more excited to join your OFM agency when starting. So it's very simple. Now, in conclusion, installing a predictable model recruitment system is essential for your OFM agency, as it will allow you to avoid the death spiral associated with the spray and pray method. Now, it will give you security in committing full-time to your OFM agency, as you'll always be able to sign high-ticket models as and when you want. And as a result, you'll be able to sign high-quality models while also being a lot more efficient in your business operations with higher profitability. So procedure 3, our 3-click model onboarding system to keep your models loyal and motivated. Now, most OFM agency owners are too quick to overlook the importance of onboarding models the right way. Now, the right onboarding process can be the difference between a model becoming successful and making $60K a month and a model not being a success. Now, to explain this process, our analogy, you can compare the onboarding process to the pit stop on a racing track. At the pit stop, you fuel up, change tires, maintain the racing car so it can keep on doing the laps. Now, your pit stop process is sloppy. The racing car is going to take longer to get out on the circuit and start doing laps, and you can say the same for the model. Also, while the car is on the circuit, it may come across a few issues if the pit stop process is sloppy. And it can be compared to the onboarding process, as if it's an efficient process, take longer to get your model's results, and you may have complications later down the line as a result of the initial interaction they had with your agency, not getting all the stuff you need and not being professional. So first impressions do matter, so make sure you leave a good first impression. Now, the way most OFM agencies go about onboarding models is, quite frankly, all over the place. They just get a model to sign a contract via email, they send over a folder for the model to upload content, and they leave it at that. Now, the process will extend the duration that it takes to get a model properly onboarded. Now, why is that so bad? It's because you're conveying to the model that your agency is unprofessional and disorganized. And it's this unprofessionalism that will cause the models to start regretting their decision to sign with you, which can lead to your agency having a high churn rate, and they will also start to be less excited about working with you. If the model loses her excitement within the onboarding process, she will make less content, and the content she does make won't be as high quality. And it will also make the model less loyal throughout the process and far more likely to go with another agency instead, which is the last thing we want. Now, at our agency, we have streamlined an efficient onboarding process to ensure the model remains excited and eager to work with us. Now, our method is simple and it involves a very comprehensive approach. We have a clear 3-click system in place to take the model from not a client to being fully onboarded. And we have a reporting sheet templates, content creation guides, private workspace plug and plays, welcome packs, and easy to book consulting calls for our models straight away. And as a result of this, it increases the trust that she has in us being able to fulfill our promise. And because of this, models experience a better onboarding process, so you'll have a lower churn rate. They won't be less excited to work with your agency because they can see that you're going to deliver on your service based on professionalism received within the first day of onboarding. They will have all the clarity in the world and feel confident about working with you. The models will be more tolerant of issues down the road. You'll form great relationships with models because they have that much more respect for you as a service provider. And your models will stick around for longer, even with poor results, because they'll remember the treatment that they had from you initially. So really powerful stuff implementing an onboarding system. Now, in conclusion, by having a thorough, efficient onboarding process, you can remove any chances of buyer remorse, which is a no-go in terms of signing models. We do not want them to be regretting their decision joining our agency. So structuring your onboarding process and a simple 3-click system each time you onboard a model will allow you to be more confident in the service that you're going out there and providing, and will allow you to focus on other aspects of the business, i.e. getting models and promoting and managing them. Now, models will be more likely to respect you and show loyalty to your agency because they will end up believing in the professionalism of your agency based on the experience they had when they first started working with you. And this will cause a low churn rate for your agency, which will give you more security when working with models. Now, as mentioned before, onboarding is a crucial element that the majority of OFM agency owners overlook. And if you can really perfect that onboarding process, then you'll be better than 99% of OFM agencies. So, procedure 4, the simple system to turn an OnlyFans model account into your very own ATM machine. Now, if you've got a model, your model subscribers are your lifeblood, all right? They're your clients' customers, and that's where your money will be coming from. They'll be sending it to your client, and you'll be taking a percentage of rev share with your client. Now, you can view each of your model subscribers as its own ATM machine, and you can ask them for money, and they'll send it to you. And by far, the easiest way to provide quick value to your model is to increase the value of her subscribers, because her subscribers are in their account because they're looking for something, and it's up to you to make sure that they can pay to access what they're looking for. Now, an effective account management strategy can boost your model's earnings instantly, as it consists of better optimizing your model's community for improved CLTV, so customer lifetime value, which is, i.e., getting your model's fans to stay around for longer, as well as getting them to spend more money. Now, referencing back to the analogy that we used earlier, the model's account performance would be equivalent to a racing car's engine. Without effective account management, your model is not going to make any money. And the same goes for the racing car. Without an engine, I'm sorry, but your car isn't going anywhere. Now, the old and quite frankly terrible way of doing this consists of using below average chatters in your model's accounts, which damage the relationships that your model's built up with the subscribers, along with an inconsistent post scheduling that can lead to your model's earnings decreasing. And ultimately, what this causes is it causes subscribers to unsubscribe due to poor conversation and lack of content being posted. They don't feel that connection. It causes low spenders in the model account as they're not being effectively nurtured. It causes a higher churn rate with your models as they'll see inconsistencies and messiness in your agency's account management. It means less active subscribers as they haven't properly been nurtured, which means you have less people to sell the model's content to. You'll end up doing the chatting yourself because you're not able to effectively outsource it, which causes you to work inside your agency instead of what you should be doing, which is on it. You'll have scaling issues as you're constantly putting out fires in the model's accounts due to the sloppiness of the account management. There'll be struggle to make any money with your models as you'll struggle to sell content, which results in you ultimately giving up. And you'll be missing out on thousands every day as content is provoking subscribers to take action. So, at OnlyFans Millions, we teach a new framework that will not only allow you to consistently make money in your model's accounts, but it also provides you the simplicity that you need to scale the operation rapidly. And instead, what you'll experience is subscriber retention. There'll be an increase in that. And you'll end up getting harassed by subscribers who are trying to send money to the model. They're saying, hey, where you at? I want to send you money. You'll have subscribers spending thousands a day on your model's content. You'll keep models retained for longer as you'll consistently provide value to their account. You'll immediately have a good relationship with your model as you just 5x their income, so she's going to love you. You'll have subscribers wanting to talk to the model all hours of the day. You'll not be involved in the chatting process, and it'll be fully automated, operating high performance. You have chatters in the account, talk to the subscribers who want to talk all day. You'll scale effortlessly because your agency will be managing the models flawlessly, and you'll have room to expand, so take on more models. And you'll be having cash flow to your models' accounts daily, as your model subscribers can't get enough of buying your model's content. Now, that sounds like the dream, doesn't it? So how do we do this? Well, over the years, my OFM agency, we perfected the ideal management strategies in our models' accounts. And you can see an example of it here. This is a snippet inside the program, talking about account management. We talk about the control hub, account setup, pay-per-view optimization, wolf-feed optimization, shout optimization, supplemental neurolinguistic programming, so getting subscribers to fall in love, and then OnlyFans chatting. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to optimize the nurturing of the community, and as a result, increases subscriber spending and retention rate. And additionally, through the use of power captions and internal shoutouts and handcrafted text and sets, we're able to make money in our model's accounts as and when needed. If I want to make a bit of money, log into a model's account right now, talk to them, boom, we'll get paid. Now, you get access to our perfected strategies that we implement in our account management campaigns for our models, which takes all the guesswork from your agency on how to manage models. Over the year, we've built a private group of pre-trained OnlyFans chatters, which are just waiting to be plug and played into your model's accounts to give crazy returns instantly. As you can see, we've got 6.2 thousand members in this community with over 724 message requests, member requests, but we're very selective about who we let in. Now, we give our students access to this resource in the form of a ticket system. So our students create a ticket and they get a pre-trained OnlyFans chatter along with the onboarding, the management, the training, and the resources sent directly to you. As you can see, this is the chatter placement ticket system. Very simple to create a ticket, comes up with some categories they need to fill out. Once we fill it out, we'll get the chatter from the community who's already been trained, give it to the agency along with all the resources they need, and they'll start making money. And as you can see, here's an example of it happening. We had Vic. As you can see how the chat is doing at the moment, only been 2 days, but sales have tripled. Hope it keeps going. So, as in the above screenshot, you can see Vic, he was doing 10,000 per month. Through the use of our done for you chat placement, we installed 2 chatters to run 24/7 across the account, which ultimately led to sales being tripled in just 2 days. Okay. Figure 2, Sean and Sergio, they just started their OFM agency. They had 3 models that needed managing. We installed a pre-trained chatter in 10 days, and the chatter generated $2,185 from 3 accounts. So that one chatter made $2,185 from just working in 3 accounts. So you can imagine how much Sean and Sergio were making from those accounts. Now, these chatters inside this community, they receive bi-weekly Q&As, bi-weekly in-depth training, scripts, guides, and mentorship from experienced chatters who are currently in accounts, so they get proper account training. And this ensures that the chatters will not only perform exceptionally in whatever accounts they're inserted in, but it also ensure that they can print money in those accounts. Now, as part of OnlyFans Millions, you get access to all of the above, leaving confusing model account management to just be a thing of the past. And in conclusion, managing a model's OnlyFans account effectively is a crucial component of a top OFM agency. Better model account management will allow your agency to scale faster with more profitability, as you won't be dealing with bad chatters or be struggling to optimize those sales and retention rates in your model account, thus leaving you to focus on getting more models to increase your agency's cash flow. Now, procedure 5, the secrets to attracting thousands of high-spending subscribers for your model. Now, I'm going to make this clear right here, right now. Most agencies have no idea what they're doing and end up just doing a bunch of busy work in the hopes that something will work. But I hate to break it to you, most of the time, it doesn't. In fact, most of the time, it does absolutely nothing for the OnlyFans model, as there is no strategy to what you're doing. Is if you sent a racing car on the circuit with no wheels, you could have a V12 engine in the car, but if you haven't got any wheels, then the whole thing is just pointless. For example, if you're fantastic at managing your models account, but terrible at promoting your model, then your OnlyFans account management is all for nothing because you have no one to sell it to. So you need the two. But the secret to getting really rich with this is when you're not only getting subscribers, but you're also converting them in the back end. That's where you make money. Now, the way most OFM agencies do promotion for their models is by browsing YouTube for some promotion tips and tricks, or joining some cheap course trying to piece all the information together. And once they have a rough idea of how to promote an OnlyFans model, they end up starting their promotion and just try everything. A bit of Instagram posting, a bit of Reddit posting, some Twitter retweets, etc. Heck, they may even try to run multiple accounts when they haven't even got one account to work. And this results in the same outcome every single time. Or the best outcome is that they get 5 subscribers a day at most. And this is bad for a few reasons. The first reason is that you're not going to make money with OnlyFans as you're lacking the key skill of promotion. It's an essential skill that you need. 2, you're damaging your reputation in the market, so you won't be able to get high quality models in the future. And 3, you're going to end up quitting and trying a different business when in fact you were just so close to making some serious money. You're just lacking this one skill. Now at my agency, we do things very differently. We run a promotional system that is strategic, influential, and effective. And our promotional system involves a 3-pronged approach for each promotional medium that we leverage. So the first is organic traffic, the second is growth hacking traffic, and the third is paid traffic. So these 3 traffic sources give us the compounding, fast, and reliable traffic sources we need to scale our models' accounts. Now, this process involves mastery over 3 traffic sources on a wide variety of promotional mediums. So platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, we have dating apps, we have Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, and then Reddit. Now, the platforms we promote our models on depends on the results of a scientific scaling sheet. And this is a sheet that we give to our consulting students. And it's a hard and crafted sheet designed to pinpoint the exact promotional mediums that will work best for our models. Believe me, I promoted a lot of models in my day, so I know exactly how to find out what platform works best for what model. So obviously we gatekeep a lot of the stuff for our consulting program. Obviously, where we take beginners in the OFM agency space and have to make $50,000 a month in 90 days for implementing our pre-built systems. However, I'll give you guys some value in this video. As for our TikTok strategy, particularly our organic and growth hacking strategy for TikTok, so we're going to go deep into these different strategies here, all right? So we'll go into the organic strategy first. So first is profile optimization. So we want to use an attractive profile picture. We want to craft a bio that sparks curiosity and directs followers to your Instagram. And we want to link to the model's Instagram instead of OnlyFans to avoid TikTok bans. So that's the very essential profile optimization. Then we have algorithm alignment. So how can we get the algorithm promoting our model's TikTok? So we follow and interact with 25 top creators in the model's niche on TikTok, and that allows us to help TikTok algorithm identify our model's target audience. So third is content creation. We focus on short form content between 8 to 15 seconds and engaging thirst trap videos. We also use CapCut edits to make the content for your model's TikTok. We also create TikTok slideshows to have good content and compelling captions to get people to swipe to the end of the content. So they're swiping through all of the captions and content. We also use trending audio with each piece of content so we get better reach. And then we implement a content framework, a hook, 0 to 8 seconds to grab attention, followed by value, 8 to 12 seconds to satisfy the viewer's curiosity. Now, 4 is consistency in posting, okay? So regular uploads improve visibility. So we want to aim for a consistent schedule, whether it's daily or weekly uploads. Just need to make sure that it's consistent for the platform. Number 5 is engaging captions and hashtags. So we use clickbait captions to enhance watch time. We employ a mix of general and niche specific hashtags, so we get a broader reach too. And then number 6, and finally for organic strategy, is leveraging TikTok Live. So we host regular live streams to build rapport and direct followers to OnlyFans. We use these sessions for interactive discussions like sex stories or Q&As. We offer shout-outs and recognition to new OnlyFans subscribers during those live sessions. And then we pair the live streams with exclusive OnlyFans discounts to incentivize subscriptions. So the trick to remember is that TikTok thrives on engaging, quick-hitting content that captures and retains viewer attention. So by following these above steps that I've given you, so a little bit of the source, you can significantly boost your reach for your OnlyFans management agency models and attract high-quality leads or high-quality subscribers for them. So in our program, just to note, this is all done for you. You just need to follow a step-by-step guide with each model that we bring on. Now, here's a glimpse into our TikTok growth hacking strategy that we leverage for each model, a strategy that allows us to explode any model we choose in the top 1% of creators. So, the first step is multi-account creation. So, we establish 3 to 4 TikTok accounts in different countries. So, countries like the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, for a wider reach. We then use existing model accounts, if available, in these countries. We purchase pre-made TikTok accounts registered in the target countries. We acquire an iPhone 8 or X for each account to utilize geolocation targeting effectively. It needs to be that or above. And then we follow the steps within the program to change the device targeting location. So using tools such as NordVPN, Mint Mobile, eSIM, and VPN setting adjustments. Now, number 2 is account setup. So each account should have a professional profile picture, a call to action bio driving curiosity towards Instagram, and then a link to Instagram. And on the Instagram, you want to make sure you got a link to the OnlyFans. So we then follow 25 creators in each account, again, aligning with the TikTok algorithm, and then we upload 5 reels per account, ensuring slight variations of the content to avoid detection. Now, number 3 is the TikTok affiliate marketing strategy. So we redistribute these reels from our model's main TikTok account to multiple international accounts that we run. And we use an API or website to download and remove metadata from the original reels the models upload. We then also upload the edited reels daily to those international accounts. And if the content is flagged as non-unique, we use certain video editing software to subtly edit the videos or employ a TikTok green screen filter technique to make sure that TikTok thinks the content is unique. We don't want it to be getting flagged as non-unique, especially when we're doing that strategy on scale. Now, number 4 is TikTok comment bot utilization. So implement a comment bot to post engaging comments on targeted hashtags. So we set up the bot using the provided resources and instructions inside the program. We use comments to elicit strong emotions such as jealousy, envy, targeting hashtags to the relevant audience. And then we aim for a natural flow of traffic to the model's accounts from interested viewers. So we'll be targeting male-centric pages. We'll be getting the model's account to be commenting on these pages as soon as a bit of content is uploaded, a very controversial comment, and then that'll get a bunch of traffic for our model. So remember, the key to the strategy's success lies in careful management of the multiple accounts and the strategic use of comments to engage the target audience effectively. This approach aims to amplify the reach and attract high-paying or high-spending subscribers, leveraging the unique dynamics of TikTok platform and the user behavior of it. Okay. Now, as a result of implementing our exact plug-and-play promotional system at my agency, this is just what we notice. So we've noticed that our models scale to multiple 5 figures in a shorter period of time. So we can typically scale a model up to 5 figures within 30 or 90 days. Our agency makes more money per model because we're increasing the client monthly value. Our models are happier with our service as we provide fast and effective traffic, and we can predictably scale any talented OnlyFans model of our choosing. Now, luckily for those of you within OnlyFans Millions, you will get access to our exact promotional system that we use for our models. And this system comes with plug-and-play automations, custom-built bots, promotional assets, resources, standard operating procedures, step-by-step tutorials. Remember, I said I was a software developer, so we built a ton of useful automations and bots for this. Now, once you've implemented a promotional system, you'll always be able to get any OnlyFans model subscriber, and you'll be able to confidently offer your services in the market because you'll know I've got something that these OnlyFans models would want. Let me go into the market and offer this service. Now, in conclusion, having a predictable formula for getting OnlyFans models high quality traffic allows you to have a good reputation in the market as well as make more money per model, which is ultimately what we want to do. Now, by having this predictable formula, you get to avoid the inevitable pitfalls of most OFM agencies, which consists of building a bad reputation in the market, never making any money, as you can't generate traffic for the models. High quality traffic is one of the key building blocks to scaling any OnlyFans model, as you need a consistent flow of traffic to sell to. So now we have procedure 6, which is leveraging AI and virtual assistants to outsource and automate the continued capital growth of your OFM agency. So as you start to scale your OFM agency and take on more models, you'll start to notice a significant strain on your time as an agency owner. Now, this will cause your models to experience deteriorated results. Unfortunately, less time invested in the models means less results for them in the traditional sense. And this is where leveraging AI and virtual assistants become extremely useful. Automations and virtual assistants can be used to delegate processes which don't require high-level thinking. Now, the last thing you want to be doing as an agency owner is working in the business instead of on it. Now, this automation and delegation will free up your time, allowing you to continue scaling your agency to new profit heights. Now, in regards to our analogy, you can think of adding AIs and virtual assistants as the team helping the race car. Can you do it all yourself? Maybe you could, but you'll be sacrificing quality and hit a workload limit on how much you can handle. Absolutely. So having a team of virtual assistants implemented into your agency effectively, along with supplemental AI and automation, will allow you to keep the systems that you run your OFM agency simple. Now, as we all know, simplicity scales. So most OFM agency owners delegate only when needed. Now, this results in higher initial profit margins. However, as time goes on, you'll be making a significant sacrifice to what your income potential could have been. Now, not scaling because of not implementing effective automation delegation strategies is one of the biggest mistakes that I see time and time again. Now, this leaves you stuck making less than 10K a month. Now, our way of thinking involves the EADP model, okay? So that stands for eliminate, automate, delegate, and procrastinate. So we go through our agency processes thoroughly and look at each task we complete on a daily basis through this framework. So 1, can we eliminate it? 2, can we automate it? 3, can we delegate it? And 4, can we procrastinate on it? Now, this framework will allow you to quickly scale up your OFM agency, meaning more money for you. Being able to compartmentalize each aspect of your agency and standardize the processes will change the agency game for you and allow you to just look at a few spreadsheets a day to check on the progress of your agency. So here's an example of an agency dashboard. As you can see, we have department dashboards. We have recruitment dashboard, account management dashboard, promotional dashboard, churn dashboard. So that's an example of how simple it can be to manage it once you look at it through the EADP framework. So as an example of the type of AI implementation I'm talking about, is you can use AI to boost your model's content creation efforts. So you can use tools like Photo AI to create content for your models that can be then used for promotion on models' promotional assets. So this photo here, it looks like a real person, but it's actually AI. And it was AI generated, and you can make complete models from scratch, or you can use photos from your models to create more content that looks realistic and perfect for promotional use. So using our framework and implementing concrete virtual assistants, AIs, and automations in your OFM agency can help you to, one, sign on more models, as you'll have extra bandwidth within your agency to handle additional model accounts while delivering a good quality service to your existing clients. Two, it will give you free time to do whatever you want during the day. That could involve taking the family out for dinner, traveling the world with your girlfriend, renting out a supercar, driving through the Italian mountains with your friends. Whatever it is, you'll have the free time to do it. Or you can be making more money to spend as you wish, as you can handle more model accounts, which means you have more rev share splits to collect from models. And then finally, you can get to build awesome connections and relationships around the world as you build a team of A players who you get to work with on a daily basis. So it can be very powerful implementing virtual assistants, AI, and automations. Now, in conclusion, using the EADP model and implementing AI and virtual assistants the correct way can release the inevitable bottleneck of your OFM agency, which will be yourself. And instead, it will allow you to continue your capital growth by recruiting and signing on more models while delivering outstanding results to your existing model base. Now, I want to take time to go over your two options, which will hopefully provide some clarity into your current situation. So option one, you can keep doing what you're doing, search for simple snippets of information on YouTube, buying cheap courses, and hoping that something will eventually work. But unfortunately, during this process, you will consistently experience self-doubts, negative thought loops while having to muster up the strength to bounce back from inevitable failed experiences, which is a massive time and opportunity cost, as it's never going to be a better time in history to start an OFM agency. Now, I really cannot stress the importance of getting started right now with the right advice, as you'll only end up missing another massive opportunity to generate life-changing wealth. Or you have your second option, which is option two. You can work with us at OnlyFans Millions, follow a step-by-step 90-day proven roadmap to successfully start and scale your OFM agency to 50K a month. This is guaranteed, as we'll hand you your first model. It will give you all the systems that you need to recruit, onboard, promote, and manage models, and continually scale your OFM agency at the same time. Now, again, I just want to highlight who this is for. It's for aspiring OFM agency owners who want to build a 50K a month lean, profitable, and time-efficient OFM agency, which provides actual value to the market. Or it's for existing OFM agency owners who want the right systems to scale up their OFM agency past 50K a month, as they still haven't been able to. Now, I just want to say our stuff works. I have personally gone from working in McDonald's cooking burgers to running one of the top OFM agencies based in the UK using this stuff. And here's what I did. After managing my friend's OnlyFans account and making good money, I decided to scale the operation. Immediately, I crafted the offer for the market. I wanted to appeal to my ideal type of client, as well as find a blue ocean niche so I could dominate the market. After finding my OFM agency's ideal niche, crafted sales assets, crafted an offer, built a bunch of list of leads to contact. I went through various DMs, email follow-ups, sales asset variations in order to get models book sales calls. I sent 100 initial messages and I booked 12 calls from those 100 messages. I then went over these sales calls, fine-tuned the sales processes, which led to a script I could use to guarantee a 70% close rate. Then after 7 days, I had 3 models signed who were making between $2,000 and $10,000 a month on a 50% rev share contract. After 22 days, we had 7 models signed who were making between $2,000 and $20,000 a month on a 50% rev share contract. After 29 days, we had 9 models signed who were making between $2,000 and $3,000 a month on a 50% rev share contract. So in 29 days, we had 9 models who were making between $2,000 and $30,000 a month, and I was taking home half of their earnings. Now, bear in mind, I was working just 4 hours a day at this point and making more money than I'd ever seen in my entire life. Now, again, here's an example we did for Shana and Sergio at OnlyFans Millions. We went through the exact same process with them. So I sat down with them, we crafted their offer for the market, we found a blue ocean niche, we went deep into market research using our workbook, our offer creation strategies to find out the exact pain points. After we found the right niche, we had a right offer, we then built the sales assets such as their website, Instagram page, and the audit, so the client attraction asset they're offering. Then leveraging our exact model acquisition system, Charlotte and Sergio were able to find 2 high quality models with over 50,000 followers on Instagram each, and were able to get them interested in their services using our sales script. So they crafted an offer with us, we crafted the sales assets, crafted the client attraction asset. We then went through the process of plug and playing our model recruitment system, and boom, they're able to sign 2 high quality models within just a few days. They then implemented our onboarding system in order to get the models into the agency's operations as quickly as possible. So it was very professional, very quick. They got everything they needed so they could start running the management and promotional systems. Shana and Sergio then leveraged a done-for-you chatter placement system where we placed an experienced pre-trained OnlyFans chatter into their models' accounts to optimize sales. Then after that, we were working on optimizing their account management, the promotional strategies with our agency's bespoke systems. And we're still continuing to see them grow the agency to new heights. Here's an example of literally them working less than a week on some model accounts. They're already making like 3-4K each account. Literally started off from nothing. So what's going to happen when you join OnlyFans Millions? I'm sure that's a question you're asking. Well, you'll be getting models approaching your agency trying to work with you. You'll get handed your first OnlyFans model to work with. You'll be crafting offers that models won't be able to say no to. You'll be getting access to endless, talented, and motivated OnlyFans models. You'll learn how to build foundational assets for your agency in order to attract the right models. You'll be given a plug-and-play model recruitment system that allows you to sign high-quality models as and when you want. You'll be given my agency's 3-click onboarding process to keep models excited, loyal, and motivated to join your agency. You'll be able to install systems that run your model's account management and promotion effectively in order to aggressively scale accounts. And you'll have access to the latest up-to-date information on how to leverage Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, dating apps, Facebook, and other secret subscriber acquisition channels to get high-spending, loyal subscribers to your model's account. You'll have access to the latest up-to-date information on how we go about setting up our model's accounts on OnlyFans, running promo cycles, shout-out for shout-outs, managing content, pay-per-view messages, sex and sets, etc. You'll have access to an on-demand ticket system to get pre-trained and qualified OnlyFans chatters to plug into your model's accounts, along with the necessary resources to get an instant increase in profits. So these are resources when I'm talking about training chatters further, managing chatters and onboarding chatters. You'll learn how to hire the right people and manage them inside your OnlyFans agency. You'll have the systems we use to effectively manage our agency's virtual assistants. You will get access to automations and bots that we use to scale model accounts passively. You'll be able to get to 50K a month with your OnlyFans agency if you execute and commit. And you'll feel confident in going full-time with your agency, as you'll have all the systems you ever need to make money online with OnlyFans. Sound pretty good, right? So how does this work, Ethan? Well, before, when you wanted to find models to work with, what would happen is you'd send out messages to the market, get very few responses, as you'd only have a basic understanding of their pain points and a brief understanding of how to get them interested in working with your agency. But now you'll be working with OnlyFans Millions, and will have a custom-made resource sheets to work through to set up the foundations of your OnlyFans agency. Then you'll be given a plug-and-play model recruitment system to flood your pipeline with high-quality models. And at the same time, you'll have a ready-to-work model lead sent to you directly, along with one-on-one support calls helping you implement every step the right way. Before, when you had a model agree to work with you, you try to piece together a way to collect their content, get the details you needed from them, and it would take a lot longer than needed, which would result in the model being skeptical of your service from the beginning of the partnership. But now, working with OnlyFans Millions, you have our onboarding system installed into your OnlyFans agency to collect content effectively, get all the onboarding information you need, as well as go above and beyond in providing the model with bespoke sheets for reporting, tracking, and training. This will result in the model being excited to join your OFM agency and start producing content for you. Now, before, when you were managing models' accounts, you'd have an inadequate posting structure while not really knowing what you're doing when it comes to sexting subscribers and effectively nurturing them. But now, you'll be working with OnlyFans Millions and you'll receive a custom-made, high-performing posting structure with relevant strategies on leveraging promo, discount cycles, power captions, sexting sets, pay-per-views to nurture your model's community and optimize the account for revenue, turning your model's accounts into ATMs. Now, before, when working on promoting model accounts, you try a variety of platforms, you do a spray and pray method with different strategies and platforms to see which works best, which would ultimately lead you to wasting a ton of time and failing to get your model subscribers. But now, with OnlyFans Millions, you'll have access to our bespoke promotional strategies that we leverage to flood our models with high-paying subscribers. You'll be implementing a promotional system with the help of one-to-one support to scale your model's OnlyFans subscribers. So, before, you struggle to scale your OFM agency operations, implementing ineffective automations along with low-quality virtual assistants to try and scale your agency, only to end up diminishing your profit margins while losing models due to a poor scaling process. But now, finally working with OnlyFans Millions, scaling issues will be a thing of the past. With access to the OFM industry's latest and craziest automations and high-quality pre-trained virtual assistants to scale your agency's operations profitably with ease. Now, this way, you will start your OFM agency the right way, which will be crucial later on when scaling. So working with us will make you successful, as you don't have to spend months figuring out how to get models, and instead you'll be able to get flooded with models while having all the systems you need to properly manage and promote them. Now again, if you want to do this by yourself, you would have to go through months or potentially years of excruciating pain, trial and error, failure, wasted money on courses, lots of redundant models. Or what you can do is you can work with us and you'll be saving a ton of time and energy in scaling your OFM agency quickly, along with huge financial savings of opportunity cost. Okay? Now, to get started right now, all we have to do is go to the description and book in a call. There's zero excuse not to book in a call with us at OnlyFans Millions. Now, we're going to enter into a quick Q&A. So, this offer seems fantastic. However, I don't know if I have the budget for it. Well, I understand that the initial investment in the program could be quite daunting. However, I don't want you to look at it as an expense. Instead, look at it as investing in yourself and investing in assets. Now, you can start this yourself, but you'll be at a massive disadvantage to those who join this program. So let's say, for example, you do this yourself, you scale your OFM agency to 10K a month in 8 months. Pretty good going. However, with the program, you can scale up to 50K a month in 3 months. So think of that extra money that you'll be missing out on just because you decided to figure it out yourself, instead of investing in systems and knowledge from someone who's been in your exact shoes and figured out the path to grow an OFM agency as fast as possible. That's a lot of money. So in actual fact, you thought you're saving money. You thought you're being financially responsible and sensible. However, in actual fact, being financially sensible in not spending any money has resulted in an opportunity cost, and you're missing out on making lots more money. Okay? Now, for the question, I don't have time to start an OFM agency right now. Well, that's understandable. As long as you're okay with the fact that more and more people are starting an OFM agency every day, which means your competition is growing as we speak. It was easier to start a month ago. It was easier to start 3 months ago. It was easier to start a year ago. And it's going to be harder to start in the future. So I think the best time to start really is now. So don't prolong it. You know, once you have an established agency, it's easy to start, but it's easy to continue to grow. But getting started is going to be harder in that future. How old do I have to be to start an OFM agency? Well, the minimum age of 8 is 18 because you need to use the OnlyFans platform, and that platform has an 18 plus age requirement. So if you're younger than 18, you can save up money and you can plan on getting started, but you can't get started with it just yet. Now, is running an OFM agency a sustainable business? Yes, it is. Sex sells, always has, and always will. It's just that we're moving into a different era which involves virtual sex, online sex. Now, as for the question, what happens if OnlyFans disappears? The answer is that another business will always pop back up in its place, as it's a money-making goldmine. So if OnlyFans did disappear, I'd be starting an OnlyFans the next day. But there's already other ones out there, such as FanView, the different competitors to OnlyFans. Now, how much does it cost to run an OFM agency once started? Well, you have zero costs involved in starting an OFM agency. But if you're looking to use some of the automations and softwares that we use and recommend at my agency, then you can expect me investing around about $150 a month for those different softwares. As for the question, will this work if I'm from X country? Yes, OFM works from any country, providing OnlyFans is legal in that country. And you have a stable internet connection with a laptop. Now, can I do this working a 9 to 5? The answer is yes. When I started my OFM agency, I was working a 9 to 5, dedicating a few hours a day to building the business. Now, doing so, I was able to scale it to 10K a month while still working the 9 to 5 job. So you should soon expect to leave your 9 to 5 to work full-time on the OFM agency, as it will quickly outperform any 9 to 5 salary. So just brace yourself for that. And as for the question, how long will it take to get results? Well, it varies per students. Typically, students start making money during the first week or first couple of weeks of joining the program. But if the student is willing to follow the exact steps laid out in the program and iterate the knowledge and the systems as quickly as possible, then a student absolutely can make 50K a month in 90 days. Now, do you offer a guarantee? Yes, a guarantee is if you show up to all the consulting calls and implement our advice step for step and don't hit 10K a month with your OFM agency after that 90-day period, then we'll just give you a full refund because we know the program works. We know if you implement the stuff that you're going to see results. It's simple as that. Now, how long does the program last for? Well, it's a 90-day program to get you to 50K a month with your OFM agency. However, you get access to the lifetime, you get access to the program resources, done for you systems, trainings for your OFM agency, lifetime, okay? So it's lifetime access to those things. Now, do I get one-to-one consulting calls with yourself? Yes, at the moment, one-on-one calls are being handled by myself to ensure students get the best possible results within the program. As for the question of how many consulting calls do I get, you will receive 8 hours of private one-to-one consulting calls. Over each of these calls, we're going to be sitting down implementing systems. So crafting your offer, implementing the agency foundations, the model recruitment system, the onboarding system, the account management and promotional campaign system, the supplementary automations, AIs, virtual assistants. We'll be implementing all of that. How long does it take to get feedback from you? You receive access to me directly, so you can communicate with me, and all help will be given back within 24 hours. Is this a course? No, this is not a course. It's a consulting program. You get course material to go through, along with access to one-on-one support, done-for-you systems, and accountability check-ins. Okay? As for the question, how do I know if this is legit? Well, you can check out my agency RS for yourself, or you can go back up and you can take a look at the case studies on our Instagram at OnlyFanMillions. You know, we have lots of case studies, lots of student results. I've been running my own OnlyFans management agency. Everything is public, so check it out for yourself. Can I join if I'm new to OFM? Yes, if you're new to OFM, we'll help you get started and set up your agency the right way from the get-go. Sometimes it can be better to join being a beginner than already having experience in it, because then you're just ready to learn straight from me, and it can stop you from having these mental blocks. Now, can I join if I've already got an OFM agency? Yes, if you already have an OFM agency, you can join, and you're looking to scale it past 50K a month, then the program is still for you, as we'll introduce the systems that you so desperately need to scale it up quickly. And why are you running this consulting program? So the final question. Well, I'm running it for 3 reasons. The first, I'll be honest with you guys, is financial gain. So if I'm going to be honest, I have selfish intentions in your success. I want you to join the program. I want you to get mind-blowing results so I can share it to other people. This, in return, will allow me to increase the price of the program and scale it to the point where I'm heavily financially rewarded for my knowledge. Two, I'm passionate about the business model. So I generally have a passion when it comes to this business model. Being the first business model that I started, and I've learned to love these systems, and I've turned it into, it makes it fun, which is why I always enjoy hopping on calls with students and helping them install the systems that I handcrafted for my agency all those years ago, and I still continue to update to this day, running my OnlyFans management agency. And the third and final reason is that I enjoy teaching. So from a young age, I always enjoyed teaching, whether it was in class with students, helping them, or helping people install systems that I handcrafted for my agency. I enjoy it all, okay? And this program is a way for me to explore this passion deeper and teach something that isn't just something very simple. That is something I'm teaching that's actually changed people's lives. Because I really find it exciting when people say, wow, my life is completely changed thanks to you. It's a really good feeling. So again, booking a call to get started and change your life. Because the only reason I'm making the money I'm making is because of the systems that I have that you don't. And this is your opportunity to get the system that me and my students have implemented to scale our OnlyFans management agencies. So, without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. And please, I implore you to book in a call myself. Take care.